Hi, beautiful Virgo. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Virgo, this is your monthly read for August. And we're going to get all the cards on the table before I get into the messages. Both foundational cards and then clarifiers. And then we'll get to the message. I just want to say I just did a Lionsgate Portal message video. So if you want to check that out, please do. That's going to for sure influence this message. It's going to for sure influence the month of August, because I just feel like it's such a strong energy going on around that portal. So just keep that in mind. Virgo, month of August. I've been away on a little bit of a vacation, 2 weeks. And I miss doing this. Wow, first one out is Divine Guidance. That's beautiful. Number 5, which is perhaps overcoming something, or it could just be mastery. Virgo, August. The Moon card. Another purple border, so there's a lot of spirituality going on there. Something laying hidden, something is underneath, something is about to come to the surface. A very strong numerology here. 8 of Ariel. So 8 is the power, strength, infinity sign. As above, so below. Bringing in whatever it is that you want to bring in. Ariel is all about manifestation and love. And there seems to be some education or some learning going on there. So we're going to clarify. We're going to clarify the divine guidance. And then get into the messages. Why is this here for Virgo, please, for the month of August? Wow. So we have disruption. It's a tower situation, but it's divine guidance. So let's see if that's, we don't want to scare anyone. Let's see if that's like a happy tower or if it's a little bit of a scary tower. Is there anything else we want to say around that, please? Is there anything else around the divine guidance and the disruption? Because 16 is also sudden shift and sudden changes. There you go. Fertility. Something new will come from it. Something new will grow from this. Interesting. And then we have the moon. We have a full moon coming up on around the 11th or 12th, depending on where you're at in the world, in Aquarius. The moon card with another 8. Emotional withdrawal. Interesting. It's so interesting when I'm not like, I don't immediately see the storyline or I don't immediately get the messages. It becomes a little bit... like, I get really curious to see what it's about. 8 of Ariel, and we have Stand Your Ground. We have 3 8s on the table. 18, 8, 8. Feels like there's one more there. Is there one more for 8 of Ariel, please? And also, I might... yes, it is. And another 7. 7, 7. The crown chakra, that's really powerful. How are we starting to say something? Right. Archangel Michael seems to be very hands-on around this energy, around this time. I've been feeling Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is sort of my primary angel, I have to say. Like, he's been with me for forever. But he's just been showing, like, it's almost like it's coming and going in waves. And it, like, right now, he's really, really here. But I don't feel like it's just for me. I feel like it's for the collective. So we're going to see if we're going to incorporate. I've taken out this Archangel Michael book to see if he wants to talk a little bit later on. So we're going to start with this divine guidance. Number 5, the search for the meaning of in life. Consider an alternative. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. Divine guidance. And actually I want to read out of the book. Together with disruption and fertility, Divine guidance. There is no need to be alone. There are amazing people around you from whom you would gain great strength and support. Seek out, we have strength and support there. We have a lot of 8 on the table. So seek out those who are like-minded and who share your beliefs and ideals. Make new friends who would benefit from your insight and affection. Take a class on spirituality or join an organization that aims to do good in the world. Archangel Sandalphon, however you want to pronounce that, Sandalphon, I would say in Swedish, can help you find the meaning you're seeking in your life. Be open to other people's ideas and perspectives, but don't be bound by them. If you're taking a very traditional approach to your challenges and things just don't seem to be moving forward, then it might be time to think outside the box. On the other hand, if your attempts to be creative are merely reinventing the wheel, perhaps the old-fashioned way would be better. Additional meanings of this card is walking your talk, universities, resistance to change, spiritual seeking, and divine wisdom. What I'm getting with this is that there's just so much like trying new things and understand that you're not alone on this path, that the people you have around you might not up until this point have been what you've been seeking when it comes to your interest. If you're like seeking a spiritual path, if you're on a spiritual path right now and you feel like you have people around you that just doesn't, I don't know, like they don't hear you, they don't get your story, they don't walk the same spiritual path as you do, that doesn't mean that you necessarily have to walk the spiritual path alone. And there's something about feeling like you can reach out to other people that share your vision, that you can reach out to other people that wants to share the same path. Other people, if you don't find other people, other real life people, like humans, you might actually want to just look into your angels, look into the other side. Like sometimes I feel like I want to say that most of my life, it's so interesting because it's a little bit paradoxical, but most of my life I feel like I've been in surroundings, I've been in situations where I can speak freely about what I believe and what I think and etc. But a lot of the times I felt like to really get out, it's going to sound a little bit arrogant, but I think you know what I mean, Virgo, because this is the message for you. Sometimes it feels like you just know ever so much more, or like you're just on such a different path that whatever you want to share it's sort of like not fun to share, because it's you sort of automatically at least assume that they just won't get it, or like you just feel that it's not on the same level. And where I found a lot of insight and a lot of company is with the non-physical world. And it's interesting because I probably wouldn't have developed as strong bond with the non-physical had I've had really strong friendships who would have understood me. Does that make sense? So I think a part of this, that we're not really finding our people or finding our group in this very spiritual path, on this very spiritual path, and you want to have a spiritual path and you want to open up more to your psychic gifts, to your to really pay attention to your intuition, etc., etc. One thing to do that, it might just be, the divine guidance, that you just listen to your inner being, or you listen to your guides or to your angels, or whoever is your go-to spiritually. But then also, it's not wrong to seek out other people that share your vision, that perhaps you can share this spiritual path with. And then we have disruption and fertility. There's something that has entered your life, or something that has I mean, I can't say that, oh, this is such a fun thing that's going to shake things up, or this is such a ugly thing that is going to shake things up. I can just say it's going to shake things up. And however you react to it is, one person, two people can share the same situation, and one person will respond really, really like, oh my goodness, that was just such a tough situation. And the other person goes, why do you think that? Because it's like such a different reaction to it. So I just find that there's something going on here on your spiritual path, on your spiritual awakening, where things shift. Things are, there's a tower energy here that just comes in and shakes things up for you to really put you on the right path. And in that, there is so much growth. There's so much growth. There's so much learning. There's so much expansion. It can be a person entering your life, just shaking things up. There can be a situation that you've entered into that can shake things up. There can be just a shift in your health. Something in your health is shifting for you to really pay attention to yourself, to your path. We're going to see if there's anything else that Michael wants to add to this. Can you clarify that even more? Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. And then there's a prayer here. Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may experience lasting inner peace. So there's something in this path. And Virgo, I'm going to completely generalize now. Virgo, you're such a, I always say this, like if you want to, if you have a business, or if you have even a friend, or even like whatever, if you want to succeed in something, hire a Virgo, because they're gonna make lists and lists, and if they make a promise, they're gonna keep that promise. They're going to do whatever it takes to keep that promise. They're going to do whatever it takes to, if they're setting up a goal, there's going to be structure, and there's going to be planning, and there's going to be, there's organization here. And that's awesome for Virgo, unless Virgo is sort of turning that against themselves. And so sometimes when we talk about spirituality, and Virgo is just trying to be a good citizen, or Virgo is just trying to be Virgo, and spirituality doesn't treat you all that well, does that make any sense? When you start to really find yourself, and you have to let go of certain things that doesn't fit anymore, or you have to really dig deep within yourself, you have to revisit some things about yourself, and you're trying to just be the best freaking person on this earth, there can be, I just feel like you can sometimes be a little bit harsh on yourself for not getting it immediately, and for not fixing it immediately, and for not understanding. It's almost like you're supposed to be this machine, and it's not, obviously there's this scale. There's going to be a person who just feels like you're just always going to think a positive thought. There's just no negativity that's going to ever reach you, but that doesn't work. You just have to have that's how we grow, that's how we evolve, to have the initial reaction to something, to have, contrasting experiences happening, the opposite of what we want to reach. Are you with me on this path of train of thought, that Virgo can be harsh on themselves on the spiritual path, because you don't fix, or you don't plan, or you don't structure spiritual awakening. And sometimes that can be really, really tough for Virgo. I think that's probably the toughest. That's going to be tough on anyone, but probably a little bit more for Virgo, because you are such a good citizen. You're such a good employee. You're such a good, you want to know every single thing. And in spiritual awakening and in the spiritual path, I find from experience is that sometimes, most of the time, it's just a lot of waiting, a lot of patience, a lot of sitting in the silence, a lot of trusting things that can't be seen, trusting a feeling, but there's nothing to show for it. Does this make sense? Virgo, you need to be more gentle with yourself on this path, and perhaps be a little bit more gentle to others that they can't keep up with you. Interesting here. I hope that resonated. I hope you know what it's trying to convey there. Then we have the Moon card together with emotional withdrawal, and the Moon card often represents something that feels a little bit hidden, something that it has not come to light yet, something that is not seen yet. And because of what we had previously to this, and because I see where we're going with this, I just feel like this is so much about your spiritual path. This is very much about your awakening state, where you're at on your path, what's going on, and that there's new discoveries. It's almost like on a day-to-day basis right now that you're discovering new things about yourself, just because you bluntly have set the intention to do so. So you might have just said, I'm going to set out on this spiritual journey, come what may. Like you just really have decided to go down that path, and you feel like there's more. Like there's more to discover here. There's more to find out. There's more to me than I have figured out just yet. The emotional withdrawal, so when I saw that first, I thought that was meaning something different. Now when I see it, and we have 18 with a 1 and an 8 there, and we have another 8 there. So it's power and its strength. And emotional withdrawal just feels like you might look to other people, and you might even look to yourself, that you are becoming a little bit of a hermit, or that you have been a hermit for a while, because the spiritual path, the calling is so strong from within that it's like you're just a little bit fed up with people around you, or the wrong people around you. Like you just want to go on this path, and you just don't want to be interrupted, and you just want to connect with spirit, connect with the universe, connect with your inner being. And so you're withdrawing a little bit. And I don't think that necessarily is a bad thing. I think that is a centered, focused, setting a very clear intention thing. Let's see what Michael has to bring to that. Is there anything else you want to say in this situation? Like this emotional withdrawal is to discover more about you, to discover what is laying underneath, what is hidden within you, psychic gifts, eternal love. And you know, this came out on the Lionsgate portal, in the Lionsgate portal message, the intro that I made. And Michael's view on what is up with this Lionsgate is eternal love, that we're choosing a path where we're reaching eternal love. And what does that mean? To just come in, I mean, the spiritual path is love and harmony. The highest possible vibration, like to the highest human emotion, is love. And that's what you're seeking right now. So I love how this ties into the Lionsgate portal, because that's what's going to flare up even more for you as we're getting closer. And we're a couple of days out from when I'm doing this reading. I love this for you. Then we have another 8. So we have 888 on the table. That is such a powerhouse number trio. The 888, if you have started to see 8 or just 88 or 888, or you just know that isn't, like you see infinity signs, or that is a very powerful energy to be around. It's discovering your true power from within. It's awakening your true strength, your true power. Has nothing to do with manipulation, has nothing to do with getting your way or being the strongest one. It's a subtle, really powerful thing. Eight of Ariel. So I started out saying education here, power, strength, infinity. That Ariel is all about love and manifestation. And that couldn't be more right. Now I'm settling into the energy here because we have stand your ground and the crown chakra and 7 coming out as a clarifier for this. And to me, this just means the education, the path you're on, the spiritual path that you're on, like the discoveries here, like this is all about educating yourself, educating yourself about your true potential. And what the love vibration really means. And the stand your ground, this is like bringing back your I have another channel. It's called, is it called My True North? Is it called Your True North? I think it's called My True North. I can't remember now. It's about following your inner true north, basically. And I haven't really uploaded or posted as much as I would have wanted. I hope there's going to be more in the future. But one thing that I've done there, though, is a meditation. It's a 144 meditation to just collect all the parts that is you, that exists, that is you. And if you feel drawn to that, you're so welcome to go there. It's completely free to go there and do that meditation, where you just collect yourself and start to just bring the energy back and stand. I just love this. Stand your ground, stand in your integrity, and start to slowly but surely remember who you are, remember your power, come into your power. And then the crown chakra, which is like the all-knowing, the connection to the universe and the all-knowing together with this. There's a profound shift here. There's profound power that you're about to step into. Some of you guys might already feel yourself being there. And this is actually coming out for you as well, because I see these, it almost looks like a mandala symbol. And as of late, I'm really into sacred geometry and how everything exists because of sacred geometry and how we are sacred geometry. You might want to look into that as well if you're interested in it and see who we truly are. We have 7-7. So first, it means that the divine guidance really is there. You're backed up like no one else. The angels are with you, are on your side. 7-7 also talks about having completed something. You have completed. Did I say this even in the Lionsgate? I think if I can. Anyway, I'm going to leave that be, but I think that was the same thing. You've done something enough. Like there's enough, Virgo, on your part. It's like time to start to enjoy, to just really sort of surrender to this spiritual path and just start to enjoy the findings of your true self, of your true potential. I'm going to move this into the extension and see what else I can find there for you. So if you're interested in that, you're so welcome there. There are 2 links to that, so read about them in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, Virgo. I highly appreciate it. Happy August month and happy Lionsgate, everyone.